Hi everyone, welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. And this is Stephen back again with another 24/7 news report video. Thanks again for all the support on the recent videos, they've been doing really well. And the headliner for today is Adrien Rabiot, the Juventus midfielder. And it's just a source from Corriere dello Sport that says Everton are believed to be still interested in signing Juventus midfielder Adrien Rabiot. And we, just to get sort of an idea of what people are saying about it, Gaz on Twitter says meant to be a bad egg. I'm not sure about his attitude, not sure what he's like, but I know that he's got a pretty good reputation across Europe. I remember he played for PSG as well. At Blue Toffee 11 says pretty obvious he doesn't want to come. We've been chasing him for the past 3 transfer windows. He's obviously got a point. Chris Berkey 3 says the tried and tested by all midfielders approach, a bold tactic. At Blakey M _ says again he didn't want to come here on a free before. Landon Dyer thinks he's a top player. And yeah, there's quite a bit of response to this one. It's quite interesting to see what people are saying, because a lot of people think like it's a bit like a Yarmolenko sort of thing. We've been chasing him for that many windows. Is there really a point even going for him, or should we go for somebody else? But there's a couple of people interested in him. A majority of people saying that they don't really want him. Actual D Chapin says the hardest of passes. So a lot of people really do want to pass up on him, and they think there's a lot better options, and there's a lot of negativity towards it, and which has been the case with a lot of the players we've been linked with. A lot of people aren't really happy with the players we've been linked with so far, barring like Max Aarons and stuff like that. Sami Khedira, a lot of people didn't want, and Adrien Rabiot, same story as well. A lot of people aren't interested in Adrien Rabiot. Moving on to Dele Alli again. This one's popped up again, and this is from Fabrizio Romano on a podcast called There We Go. Just see if I can read the tweet. It says, I want to tell you something more about Everton. There have been some rumours. I have no information about Everton working to sign Dele Alli. People saying, Dele Alli's a bit, there's people. Again, it's like Rabiot. We're obviously after a box-to-box midfield player, and people, some people want to pass on Dele Alli, some people love him. I know Owen spoke to Owen and Terry on one of the match on the podcast as well about this, and one of the match previews. Terry's very much against it, whereas Owen likes him. So it's split an opinion, that one. And I'm not sure if I'd have him, to be honest. I know they're probably not going to sell him to us on a long-term thing. It's going to be a loan if it is going to happen. But obviously Fabrizio Romano is a really, really reliable source on Twitter for transfer rumours. He says he has no information about us working to it, so it looks like we've probably passed on that one now, which a lot of people will be happy about. And then moving on to Sami Khedira again, who's been the one big talking point so far in the first week of the window. It seems like this is the one we're pushing for. There was news that we'd sort of cooled our interest on him, but on the Echo again today, Corriere dello Sport are claiming Khedira is still looking for an opportunity in England, with only Everton on the horizon. I remember him being linked to Tottenham, and it looks like if he's going to leave Juve, it's going to be to us. The article says it's no secret Sami Khedira is looking for a new club, making it clear he has a preference to play in the Premier League, but he's hardly swimming in options, according to a report. The Corriere dello Sport article says, while he might sound promising for any member of the Goodison Park faithful currently hoping for the former Real Madrid player's arrival, it's also made clear interest from the Toffees is tepid. Suggests the interest is there. He might be a last resort for Ancelotti and Marcel Brands. So obviously mentioned earlier in the episode that Adrien Rabiot is also on the table as one of the players we're interested in. but it looks like if we can't get another midfielder in, Khedira's there sort of as like a last resort, and I think that's what we're sort of using him for at the moment, is just a last resort sort of sign him if we can make it happen. And I like him, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people have really passed on him, but you know, it looks like that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a last resort if we can't get Rabiot, we can't get Ali or something like that. Moving on again to Cenk Tosun, who's going to be probably one of the outgoings this window, along with like Lossell and Bernard and players like that. And Cenk Tosun, Crystal Palace have joined the race for Everton striker Cenk Tosun, who was widely expected to leave Goodison Park this month, according to a report. Sport Witness have cited Photomac as claiming that the Eagles, for whom the Turkish international played 5 games on loan last season, scoring 1 goal before he got injured, have entered the race for him again. The article says the Everton striker remains the favourite name at Besiktas. Obviously they've been linked with him a lot. But the player's wage demands are burning hands. In other words, he's asking for too much to make a deal happen. That means Crystal Palace have one less competitor if they are genuinely interested, which would not be surprising given the striker was on loan with the club last season and left a positive impression before his injury. Photomax say Tosun is considering accepting the Palace offer. Obviously, he probably had a good time on loan there last season, scoring 1 goal before he got injured. And Palace are probably willing to take one gamble on him, and obviously if it's going to be them or Besiktas, it doesn't look like Besiktas are going to want to spend too much money on a player like Tosun. Obviously whether they've got the money compared to Palace, obviously a Premier League team, it doesn't look like it's going too much in Besiktas' favour at this point, but Palace look like they've entered the race for him, and I think that's probably more likely to happen than a move to West Brom, which was also linked, because today Sam Allardyce has casted doubt over the Tosun links that he did have, because obviously he signed him for us, Sam Allardyce, when he was our manager, and he was obviously, it seems like he's interested in bringing him to West Brom along with him to try and keep them in the Premier League, which doesn't look like it's going to happen really. But yeah, that's Sam Allardyce cooling his interest on him. Not sure what's gone on there, because he obviously looks like he's a Sam Allardyce sort of player, isn't he? So not sure if Allardyce is having second thoughts, whether the board at West Brom don't really like him. A couple of responses from him. Player with a wooden foot and turns as smooth as a semi-trailer. Yeah, he's not been great whenever he's played for us. He started off his Everton career quite well, I remember. That was obviously under Allardyce, so I think West Brom or Palace is going to be where we're going to get rid of him. I think he's going to leave, 100% going to leave in this window. 99%, because you never know with Everton, do you? Probably end up getting slapped with him till the end of his contract, but I hope we can get rid of him and get someone else in, because he's pretty poor at the moment, and he needs a new start in another club. So it looks like Palace is going to be the destination for him, or West Brom or something like that. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go follow us on Twitter. Obviously all through the day we post about these transfer rumours, and then I just round them up at the end of the day into a quick video for you all to watch. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.